Ring, ring. Hello? Who is this? Cancer? You've got the wrong number. On October 14, 2020, I was diagnosed with stage 1 invasive ductal triple positive breast cancer. That's right, during COVID. I shiver at the thought too. The way I look at it though, can anything really be worse than cancer? I met the love of my life earlier in the year by way of a dating app. Shortly after speaking with my now husband, Abdullah, he invited me to meet him for coffee. It was then we realized the dating app address locator was wrong. We weren't 25 miles apart, as prospective dates should be. He was located in San Diego, and I live here in Phoenix. How did that even happen? But I don't believe in coincidence. I didn't know it at the time, but God was about to work on me in a major way. Abdullah flew back and forth to Phoenix to visit me early on during COVID, and then he flew both of us to Florida for Mother's Day that year. My mother lives there. Abdullah met my mother for the first time and proposed to me that same weekend. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I look back now and think if I would have said no, it would have changed the entire trajectory of my life. We were married in September the same year, and almost a month later to the day, cancer called. Ring, ring. Hello? Who is this? Cancer? Stop playing on my phone. Like, seriously though. So here I am, the happiest I've ever been, after 2 failed marriages, over 8 fertility treatment attempts, severe depression, and many other tragedies over the span of the 38 years of my life. That's a serious punch in the face. Quickly after my diagnosis, I made a tough decision to do an elective double mastectomy. I went back into surgery less than 5 days later to remove a nipple I so desperately wanted to keep because I felt it was a huge part of my femininity. And then I had complications with my expanders. I underwent hyperbaric chamber treatments for over a month because I wasn't healing fast enough. I went through 6 chemo rounds, developed multiple infections, including MRSA, a blood transfusion, and radiation. I threw in a little sass, though, and I beat it. That's right, I beat it. Look at me now. I'm flying high. So let's get back to life and living the dream I waited for all these years. So I'm an avid collector of rotary phones. During my treatment, I was sitting on the couch, staring at one of those phones, and the idea hit me. Well, I be damned. Cancer called me. And that is how my second act was born. Cancer Called is a movement. I started a Facebook support group, used other social media platforms, and built a website. I made dance videos with my husband. After each round of chemo, I created a YouTube channel, giving other cancer survivors a platform to share their stories about what other cancer calls look like. I spoke with survivors, caregivers, nurses, and more. Judy Pearson, the founder of S.T.A.R.S, even did an episode with me. You should watch it. We were a whole vibe during that episode. Thank you, Judy. I just felt like I needed something to push me through. Nobody has a playbook on how to handle cancer. My husband, friends, and family supported the movement by purchasing shirts and masks that said, "Cancer called, how will you answer?" Ring, ring. Hello? Who is this? Cancer? Again? I'm over this. In October of 2023, I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, which makes me stage 4. It's with me now, but it doesn't define who I am. It did, however, push me into my second act. Just because I've suffered from infertility, it hasn't stopped me from wanting to become a mother. Since my diagnosis, Abdullah and I became certified children's mentors, where I volunteered at a group home for girls, ages 9 through 13. These girls have faced so much trauma and neglect in their young lives, they have every right to complain. But when they do, I ask them, "Do you think it's easy being me? I always have cancer, but I choose to live an inspired and joyful life, and you can do the same." I also tell them at some point, you have to decide when you control the outcome of your life. The work that needs to be done is between you and God. I think they understand. They're confused at first, but then they understand they control their own destiny. My husband and I have completed foster training and are now licensed so that we can continue to nurture more children in need. I myself am now preparing to mentor at a group home for young ladies ages 14 through 17, preparing to age out of the system. Maybe I can say or show them something that can change the trajectory of their young lives for the better. Ring, ring. Hey, God, it's me. I know it took me 40 years to go down in the water and accept you as my Savior, but I'm here and I'm ready to do your work. I'm going to need more time to help your children. Let's say 30 more years, because I got a lot of love to give, and I got things to do.